For millennia, humans have looked up at the night sky and queried what secrets hover in the void between the stars. We have mapped planets, followed comets, and counted thousands of asteroids, assuming that our solar system is a finite neighborhood with law-abiding rules. But every so often, the universe interrupts our complacency by reminding us that we are not sole performers on this celestial stage. The James Webb Space Telescope, intended to look back in time and observe the first light of the galaxies created after the Big Bang, has now directed its vision toward something entirely different. Not something distant and old, but something close, fast, and unaccountably extraterrestrial. 3 Atlas is the name astronomers have given it, a traveler in interstellar space that is so fast and so precise that no natural explanation holds. Initially, 3 Atlas looked like another space rock, a rejected piece from a far-off star system. Yet the more researchers probed, the more bizarre it grew. It was too neatly circled, too highly polished, and too calculated in its movements. With Webb's telescopes taking the finest photographs ever made, a chilling possibility started to materialize. 3 Atlas may not even be a comet or an asteroid. It could be a machine. A creation of some entity or being much older and more technological than man. If that's the case, then its appearance is not just a discovery. It is a message. When 3 Atlas was first spotted on July 1 by NASA's Atlas survey, it appeared to be a dim speck against the emptiness of space. But in a matter of days, astronomers knew they were seeing something out of the ordinary. It was traveling at more than 133,000 miles an hour, quicker than nearly anything humans have ever followed, and most amazingly, it wasn't held captive by the sun's gravity the way natural bodies generally are. Its path was hyperbolic, which is to say it came in from interstellar space and would once more depart it. That itself rendered it one of the most unusual objects ever seen, only the third confirmed interstellar visitor to date after Oumuamua and Borisov. But in contrast to those prior visitors, 3 Atlas's course through the solar system was creepily accurate. It flew close to Jupiter and Mars, then slingshotted off the Sun, its timing so meticulous that Earth just happened to be on the other side of its orbit at closest approach. Some wrote this off as coincidence. Others thought it was intentional avoidance. Then Webb's first close-up photos sealed the mounting suspicion. 3 Atlas wasn't rough and rocky, it was smooth, highly reflective, and geometric, turning not chaotically but with a measured, rhythmic stability. It acted less like a natural body and more like a craft under control. Scientists anticipated to see rough surfaces of ice and dust, the typical debris signature of comets. Rather, Webb uncovered an object that shone like buff metal, casting sunlight back with an accuracy no piece of natural ice ever could. More enigmatic were the subtle, rhythmic heat signals Webb observed, measured pulses of thermal energy radiating at impeccably timed intervals, more or less like code. Natural objects do not radiate patterned heat. This one did. It appeared to be communicating in temperature. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who had previously suggested that Oumuamua could be artificial, immediately cited such results as the most conclusive evidence to date of engineered design. Scientists, he cautioned, should look out for non-gravitational acceleration, and before long, Webb detected minute changes in course, trajectory shifts too small to be due to solar radiation or random outgassing. Something within 3 Atlas was guiding it. As more data streamed in, the enigma only grew. The heat pulses weren't random, there were mathematical sequences. Prime numbers first, then the Fibonacci sequence, then ratios painfully close to pi. Math has long been the universal language, the most certain method of conveying intelligence across the galaxy, and now it seemed to be answering us back, not through radio, but through temperature. A few thinkers assumed that the message was for Earth, while others worried that it was intended for another individual, yet another listener much farther out than our comprehension. Then, suddenly, silence. Government transparency was over. Information once openly available disappeared behind impenetrable servers. Observation logs censored, databases frozen, updates stopped. Reporters digging for answers received only evasive statements and censored reports. And in the silence, speculation grew. Was 3 Atlas messaging Earth? Or were we inadvertently intercepting a message addressed to another civilization? Each new finding made the artificial theory more difficult to refute. The highly finished surface, the precise rotation, the encoded heat patterns, even weak electromagnetic bursts, all indicated intelligent design. If 3 Atlas is a probe, then its originators had interstellar travel long before humanity ever dared hope to. But what is it for? Some guess it's a surveyor, part of an enormous galactic network mapping planets. Others believe it's an old relic, a mission persevering long after its creators have passed on. And then there is the most chilling notion of all, that it's a sentinel, deliberately making itself known now, as if waiting for us to awaken. Its avoidance of Earth appeared intentional. Statistical modeling indicated that the probability of its path passing near our planet by accident was all but zero. It wasn't drifting, it was flying. If it was steering clear of us, why? Was it caution, reconnaissance, or something else entirely? Webb's thermal scans added another layer of intrigue. One side of 3 Atlas was always facing the sun, reflecting radiation with impossible efficiency. Was it some kind of shielding? A solar sail? A cloaking device? Whatever it was, its shape implied longevity, not for decades and centuries, but for millions of years in the frigid blackness of space. Then came the most disquieting findings so far, faint reflections showing up behind it, potential smaller escorts trailing behind. Was 3 Atlas part of a swarm? A convoy of probes moving together, each gathering information? If so, this was no solo guest. It was one node in something much bigger. First, news of 3 Atlas spread rapidly. NASA, the European Space Agency, and outside observatories posted updates freely. But once Webb's imagery came into focus, that openness receded. Public information shut down, reports censored, agencies went quiet. But rumors lingered, accusations that governments were privy to something more. Even Elon Musk coyly suggested that Webb had discovered conclusive evidence that we are not alone. Was he guessing, or talking from inside information? 3 Atlas was only meant to be another fleeting rock, a wonder that would soon disappear into nothingness. Yet Webb has revealed something much deeper. Its shiny metal surface, its precision flight, its numerical heat code, its potential constellation of companions, none of it suggests randomness. All of it suggests planning. And planning implies purpose. Somewhere in the distance, beyond our sun, there could be architects who perfected the art of bridging the stars before we even made our first move into space. What they desire, and why they have decided on this time, is still the biggest enigma of all. Maybe they're observing. Maybe they're waiting. Or maybe, we were never meant to be the audience in the first place, and we are just overhearing something infinitely bigger than ourselves. The silence from the official agencies, the cryptic hints, the uncanny accuracy of evasions, all of it is so calculated, as if the universe itself were challenging us. And perhaps we are not the ones who get to control how this tale is told. The universe has sent us a messenger. And whether we are prepared or not, the question is no longer if we are alone. The only question remaining is what happens when the silence is finally breached.